Mwena naye bamasaba baliho kubona facts in MbaleCity basino bananga ba Bobex fans nga nyeso hostinga bana mwenya be Mbale ba politicians ba socialites bose tan bakubachaza ku facts in Mbale isokanihira sawe tikuli ku Leicester restaurant abakana video mu Leicester restaurant nyole hana ku Republic Street next to Total or opposite MTN Service Center. Abakana lusania every last Friday of the month. Nine hobirira amali ya lusania. Sherini buluna hutanenga every Friday of the month. Lusania lubaho. Isi hukani hirano hulini umukosi na mchaziringa hip-hop artist. Nenga eni chimiri mocheji mikali. Meza mwamu vonele yumu office zindi nenge sina mulangirenga. Umuna mwenya wa hip-hop. Obaisi balanga Luma flow. Bama service balanga Luma flow. Ni umukosi balanga TF King. Ahiwi anjelize TF King. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thanks for inviting me to this nice place, Leicester.
The Leicester restaurant.
The Luombo side.
The Lusania side.
Lusania.
They have Luombo everything. Okay. TF, this is Facts in MbaleCity.
Okay.
And we have hosted, we are welcoming you to share your story with us as a hip hop artist, how you came
to the game.
But first of all, introduce yourself to those people who might not be knowing you.
Yeah, I'm TF King, aka actually the real name is Magara Brian.
From which tribe is that?
It's very weird because now me
weird.
The name, like the name Magara. People think maybe I'm a Westerner, but I'm mixed. Gishu,
Jap. Hey,
not a Westerner.
Okay.
From
Mr. Magara.
Brian.
Yes. How did you come up with the TF King name? Because Magara, it is MB. Now here it is TF King.
TF King.
Yeah.
TF King, first of all, I'm a firstborn. One boy, two girls. So let me say at that time, when I was making my first studio song, I was like, who's the king of this family? I'm like, I'm the king of the family, So it's original.
You're one boy.
Boy.
And the rest are ladies.
Two ladies. Yeah,
of course, now they become 4. And the two male guys in the house.
I'm one male guy.
Not I'm including your father.
Oh, yeah. By the my father passed on in 2000. Yeah. So
sorry.
For now, I'm the guy.
You're the guy.
So at that time, when I was naming myself, I was listening too much to Keiko, T.I., and I was like
rappers only.
Yeah, rappers mostly. So I said, who's the king of this home? I'm the king of this home. So I named myself at first that TF Baby King.
Where did that TF thing come from? Now, that's why I want
TF to know. Stands for the first king, the final king. Yeah. So I was like, I'm the first and last. So I'm the first king and the final king of the family because I'm
TF.
Yeah, I'm the only boy with 2 girls.
Okay.
Yeah.
So coming up with TF King, how did you come to join music?
I actually started music long time ago. When I was in primary, like I was telling you before, there's a group of guys who were in secondary. They had their group called Chanta Boys.
Boys.
Yeah, so they came to our school and they wanted to get some talent. So when they asked for talent, I was among those guys who were chosen. Then eventually I was the only guy chosen from primary. So me, I was Chanta Brian. Yeah, so
before naming yourself TF.
Before that's like way back. Actually, that is like in 2001, 2002 there. Long time.
Long time.
Back. So I was Chanta Brian long time
ago. I was in nursery.
Big guy. Yeah, so yeah,
Hey.
those guys wanted me to do music, and they when we started would sing, Chanta Brian, what they would sing. We were singing like Swahili, Jap, and English mostly. That's how like I started. That's how I really started
You were
the
just
music thing.
miming, eh?
No, they had their own songs, and they're like being a crew because those days we had Westlife, Blue,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it was always like a crew thing.
Okay.
So the chanters were also 5. As the youngest chanter Brian, then the rest were older guys.
So that's where you get a chance and recorded your own songs, or you just...
No, I didn't record. We didn't actually record, but we would do
freestyle.
We would meet to rehearse songs we're supposed to record. Then the school didn't let me. They said, no, this guy can't go and do music right now. He's still young. So the guys went, and I don't know if they're still doing music, but I've never heard of a chanter anyway.
Chanter, maybe they changed the names.
Maybe, but
but you still remember them?
No. It has been
time.
Yeah, I can't, because we didn't have that long time.
So briefly, just tell me about your former schools. You big up to them. Maybe.
You can't believe, but I was in 7 schools in primary.
P1, P2, P3, P4,
I was
P5,
okay.
P6,
Let me say I changed 7 times. That's what I can tell you.
In a term, what?
I changed 7 times. How? My first school was Mahanga. That is in Tororo, Mahanga Primary. From Mahanga, I joined boarding in P1. Kisoko Boys, yes. Then I left. Now let's count Mahanga. Then I joined P1 Kisoko. In P3, I left. I went to Magale. There's a school called Magale Girls.
Magale.
Now you see. So
Magale Girls.
I went to Magale Girls because now in Magale Girls they would admit people with issues like if you have eye problems, you're lame. Yeah. So if you're boy and you're lame, you have eye problems, go to
Magale Girls.
You can't go to Magale Girls.
Are you serious?
Because if you don't see well, you won't look at the chicks.
Be serious.
I'm very serious. I went to Magale Girls from P3 to P5. Then in P5, I left Magale Girls and went to Rockview.
Rockview,
I went to Rockview. From Rockview, I went back to Kisoko Boys. Just know I moved. I moved a lot because one, my parents at at that time, my dad was a head teacher, my mom was a teacher. So teachers, then shifting, yeah. Then when my dad, when my dad died, it was now mom, and mom moved a lot. So that is for primary. Then secondary, I was in my first school was Mbale College. Senior 1. Senior 2, I went to Navmali High. Senior 2, Senior 3, I was expelled from Navmali High. I went back to Mbale College. I did my Senior 4. Then from Mbale College, I went to Nali SS Namgongo. In Nali SS Namgongo, I was expelled. I came to Manafa High.
This Manafa High, yeah?
Yes, Manafa High. Then from Manafa High, I went back to Kampala.
Senior 5,
Manafa High seniors. I was expelled from Nali SS first term Senior 6.
Exposure.
Yeah.
Reason?
I had a girlfriend, so it was Valentine's Day. She bought me a school uniform because I used not to iron, so she ironed it and brought for me. So I said, "Oh, I need to do something." So I went and received Form 1s that I'm the entertainment prefect, and we always collect some money to buy a screen for new cats like them. Then they gave me the money. But one gave me 20,000 and said I should remove 2,000. So when I went looking for
2,000 for the balance,
A kid came crying. Some senior 6 guy has gone with my money.
Aye.
And that's how they got me. And man, all of them now came saying, hey, we need our money. Yeah.
I tell you gave
Then-
them false information that
Yeah. So generally, so Manafa High is Manafa High or Manafa SS? This school
Manafa
down
High.
Manafa High. So I was in Manafa High for 3 weeks. Then I went back to Kampala. I went to Mbuya College. So now in senior 6, I was in 3 schools.
Manafa High is 3 weeks. The other one,
It's where I finished from. But remember, I came from
Mbale College.
Nali SS,
Nali SS,
Namgongo,
yeah.
Manafa High.
Yeah.
Then I went to.
It was a struggle.
Yeah.
Now musically there, when you are you're still gambling with music or what?
With music, actually, when I went to Mbuya College, I met some guy called Gamit. He owns Titanium Records. Gamit, because we've not talked about the past music. When I met with Gamit, he used to be a rapper, and me, I was an R&B guy.
He started with R&B.
I started with R&B,
but you have vocals.
I didn't voice the R&Bs. I started the R&B, but then I changed to hip hop after. But when I went to Nali SS Namgongo, I met Gamit. Gamit was doing hip hop. I was doing R&B, and he would, sample each other. And his dream was to be a celebrated hip hop artist. He would even apply for awards.
Yeah.
I don't know, they call it applying or what. He would take his music. Yeah.
By then, those awards,
Palm Awards, what? Yeah, those things he would take, and he would take his music to radio stations, and he gave me that gas to also try. That's actually how I met the real love for music. It was from Mbuya College when I met Gamit. But I was doing it before, writing, miming.
But how was the love behind there at home?
My family is nice. My family is nice.
The only
yeah. My family is nice.
Babona abashiriko kubona ku fact in MbaleCity nga kushiri ku Leicester restaurant every Friday of last month kuba ni Lusania at any cost nyamwa affording abantu barano mwetsa mwali Lusania mwali atula mwanyumira uzichendera atulani TF King kuliko mu luzungu luchekere luli nenga namanye munalutegera abahamanye luzungu ni Mbale lukisuku natabula lutulo kuba ku hostinga Luma sabalonye TF you are still talking about the love from home,
actually I was telling you family, I say my family is really nice. I want to they support anything you do. I was the first guy to be supported. Like whenever I would tell mom, hang on, I have studio. I want to do music. She's like, okay. I want to do this. She's like, okay. I tell you that okay comes with either transportation, feeding, or she takes you there and waits for you. You get it?
Good mom.
She's a good one, but very tough. So it's like they just like abefana kind of you to get your dream done, so that she maybe lets you now drive your dream. She wanted to see it happen, but of course, it didn't really happen.
So from the music struggle there in high school, what was your first song and your first experience in the studio?
My first song.
I know it looked funny.
My first song actually Navaingo. And I told you I used to listen to Keko, T.I. and so on. So now then I'm like, who's the king of this home? I'm the
now
king.
You want to go outside.
So I was like, Jukida, like this guy, the studio guy. I really wanted to hit the studio, have my voice out, not just meeting a producer, you talk and nothing happens. So I was like, what's T, Final King, TF. Okay, I'm TF. What should go and call me? You know, like you're listening to
Giving
Keiko.
yourself vibe, and you are trying to
You're
cop
listening
up
to guys
Keiko.
like sing in English, and you're like, you know, I'm TF. What you go and call me? Baby, call me TF. Call 911. Like, ew.
That was your first song.
So
Praising yourself first.
praising myself. So I went to studio. It was a Ray Stand Records. I told Ray's I have a song. So Ray's knew me as an R&B guy before. So when I went to Ray's, I told him I have a song. He's like, okay, he expected R&B. Then boom, I'm TF. What you gonna call me? Maybe call me TF. Call 911.
The
Like,
producer was like, "What's wrong?
He's
Is that
like, what's
R&B?
going on?
Is
You
that
left
R&B?"
R&B. I told him, man, I'm a rapper now. So
He gave you the beats.
He gave me the beats. We recorded, and I played the song like for 2 weeks straight, every day. I don't.
And you mastered the lyrics.
Let me tell you some secret. Your first vocals as an artist, it's like breaking your virginity. It's like just that first time you're having sex. The same way a lady or you, if you're a guy, the way you feel that first day, it's the same feeling with music. Why? Because you've never listened to yourself.
Yeah.
Now this is a beat playing with your vocals on, and you're like,
that's me.
That's me, man. That's me. And that's how I felt every time. That's how I felt.
So the first song was TF.
It's called I'm TF.
I'm TF.
Yeah.
Produced by Ray's.
Ray's from Ray Stand Records.
Did you disturb Ray's in the studio there?
I'd prepared for Ray's for a long time. You know, I wanted to record with him in senior 4. They said I'm not yet ready. I went in senior 6 VAC. After preparing, that's after meeting the gametes in senior 6.
I tell you, mom is giving you support.
Mom is giving me support. So I went prepared, and he was okay.
He produced his song, then it came out. How was the struggle there and pushing?
Ray's, by the way, Ray's is a nice guy. Up now, praise to Ray's, man. Ray's would record you, do everything. Then after, he takes you to like Leicester, says, please sample this song for me. He wants to, for him, he wants to listen to his sound. But the thing is, he's promoting you. Yeah. So when you leave Leicester, everyone knows that's TF King.
Yeah.
You know, that's TF King. Not like nowadays. Nowadays, you know, a guy does for you.
It is business now.
Yeah, it's business. You pay the guy 500, 1 million.
Go and push yourself.
You can push your music. Ray's would push with you because 1, he wanted this sound out. 2, he wanted you to feel good so that you can come back and do another song. That's it. And I love him, by the way. Ray's,
where is he now?
He's Ray's is a born again.
He's a teacher also.
So he's, I think, teaching audio something and something. Yeah.
I saw.
But he's a good guy, and he's willing to work with anyone good anytime.
Okay. So from there, your mom listened to TF song. It was like, my boy. She loved the song. She loved the song or what?
No way. No.
It was hip hop.
Yeah. Let me tell you, you know,
it's another thing.
You know, like they just bear with you and be like, he's enjoying his what? His vocals. But then I overdid it, and they're like, it like should come. If now, because I would play the whole day the same song,
the same repeating
with excitement. You know, I was so excited. So
you feel it is like it's a song,
and for
this
like
one's just
this guy. Yeah, that's what happened. But I thank God she's my mom, and she.
So you entered the game. How was your struggle there?
Very
fixing
hard.
yourself into this industry?
Very hard. By then there was only Superman with like
hip hop.
Superman in ballet, hip hop with like music. out. It was only Superman.
Which year was that?
That's
because we had guys here who had
no. By
stayed.
then there are no guys. Let me tell you, we
In which genre?
There was let me tell. That's the time of Superman, Sansi, Rexy was still also doing
Training.
trials in the music. He had some. There's a song of Rexy. I don't know how it's called, but it has him and some girl dancing on the wall. Yeah. Then there was of course Doxy for him.
Doxy.
Doxy had the studio, but I never knew the music. But with hip hop, I only knew Superman at that time. Then Kuchi MC. You know, most guys had music, but like written music, not produced music.
But hip hop artists,
yeah,
like
hip hop.
that.
Yeah, they had written, but not like produced.
They're
That's
like
why
that up to now.
when I came in the game, I only knew mostly music from Superman.
Urban music.
Urban music. So
Not
I wasn't
this-
like, I even actually thought of I'm the only guy. Then there was Skid. Skid
Skid
is Mteso. So Skid being Mteso, he wasn't so much into the competition of Mbale. Yeah, Skid.
home.
Then there's PK, Painkiller.
Are those guys still there? Because now
I sometimes see I see Skid, but PK have taken long.
PK, you know the lady.
We had a guy called Timo. Timo is now a banker. Kuchi MC. Kuchi also used to just do like, you know, you have the music but it's not recorded. So Kuchi MC is now, I think, with KCCA the last time I heard about him. But at that time, it was mostly the Sansis, Kmas, Skintosh, Black and White. No, Inspector came after. Inspector is
you're older than Inspector musically.
Musically even age. I'm older than Inspector. Inspector came after. You can ask him, yeah. Because me, I was working with when I was working with Step. The time when I was leaving, it's when Inspector also joined Step. Is it OPG or Step? One of the two.
The same company.
The same company, yeah. That's the time he knows. But Inspector came after. Inspector came after, yeah.
Now about these producers like Paul Shan.
Paul Shan.
I've never met him.
I met Paul Shan actually in Kampala, Chitintale, when I think he had already done the music, but I didn't know him here. He had already. Me here, I knew the Dotos, Rays.
Dr. Pinani.
Dr. Pinan, maybe I think he had gone, or if not, you know, when I came, people were mostly doing Chidandali, Gishu Music Adodi, like those songs. They were not doing the Superman kind of. The Superman used to do like that was Superman, and no one was willing to jump into that. My time actually was before the big bands, the Leo Masses, the people I saw on stage those days. Kemas.
East Coast Entertainment.
I think they named this Coast of After, but Kemas was doing music.
Titan, Bash B.
Titan. Titan was good. Yeah. Sansi. Rexy was into production, practicing, I think. But in club, those are the guys. There's a guy called Fire. Fire over what?
Fireman.
Fire something. He does dance. So,
I don't know whether they're still doing music.
I think they are. You know, like music, if you don't move out of what's not benefiting you, you'll get always stuck in.
Now, what has made this genre of hip hop? You have few hip hop artists in Bali, very few.
Actually, they're like,
and the audience we have for hip hop generally in Uganda is still low.
Now, thanks to Big Ben for making, you know, the hip hop thing still stand. Then Young K is actually, You know, Yankee is like
hip hop artist or
Yankee is FIFA maker. So
which genre is that?
If you consider Fik a hip hop guy, then Yankee is hip hop. If you consider Fik dancehall, then Yankee is dancehall. That's the same thing. Eh?
Gravity style.
No. Gravity now is Yankee is not Gravity style. Gravity
is Chidandali.
Gravity is Chidandali. Yeah. Not in a bad way, but of course you can't say okwe picha jam tugende mkwe picha. It's the same.
Of he raps.
It's like he raps. It's like Amoti singing apasa lumba okwe picha.
Okay.
You get so Amoti and the Gravity are almost.
We have Yankee styles of
Leomas. Actually, Leomas. Big Ben, there's a guy you sent me one time. That guy is good. Scopa. Dog Boy would be doing hip hop, but I don't know what he's doing in dance. Hey, Dog Boy is good. He has good music
in hip hop.
If he was to just change that kind of, you know, his energy.
He's good in dancehall.
His energy, eh?
He's good in dancehall.
Trust me, his energy is good for hip hop. Do you know why? He's like.
The intro of him,
that energy is good for hip hop because
then we have this guy called Omar Easy. Is he
I know Omar Easy. Omar Easy is like Papa Lover and the rest.
Omar Easy once said he's also a rapper.
Rapping what exactly?
His songs are for rapping. I don't know.
No, he's in the side of Orimusanji.
The same style. So
same
that
style.
One.
It's not hip hop.
Now hip hop, you're like 2 to 3. The ones we know.
Actually, even me, I feel bad. I left the big bands in the hip hop thing because nowadays my music is kind of, you know, club Afro hip hop kind. You know, no longer doing the hardcore rap. Before you'd see but now
machine, you know. Okay.
Yeah, so I feel bad, but you know, sometimes I think about doing the real hip hop thing.
But why has hip hop failed?
In Mbale
or not in Uganda?
In Uganda, endorsements. Cindy just made an endorsement with the what
300 million.
Yeah, 300 million. That should be going to someone like maybe Navio as a hip hop guy, but he has gone to Cindy and Kongs.
They go with the trending styles.
What now? What's the trending style that Cindy dropped?
Dancehall. King of dancehall.
I love the king herself. Don't make me say I'm Team Shindy, but the thing is, I think it depends on how you market yourself. Because hip hop guys, if they are to really do this thing in a business way, would be having more endorsements.
You had Babaluku, you had
Babaluku is like me now, by the actually. He's not really interested in the fame. He wants to educate. It's like he's helping.
You know? Genial Zamba?
Genial Zamba also, right now where he is looking at it like in a business. He's looking at it
in a business way.
In a business way. He's now like a Jay-Z of the music thing. And by the Me Too, it's what I want to do, like become the Jay-Z of
but you had started this thing, but you had one of your guys, one of the talented guys. Was it Driver?
Hey, there are two. I have even Golden Kid. That one is called King J. Golden Kid also has a song.
Are you still with them?
Yeah, and actually Golden Kid is in my foundation. I have a Magara foundation. Is a beneficiary. Yeah, we get scholarships for kids from P4 to secondary. So you can have from P4 to P7 or senior 1, senior 4, senior 5, senior 6. So Golden Kid, we started in P7. He's in senior 2 right now.
Oh,
Under
that's
Magara
good.
Foundation. So.
That's good.
But he's a good kid. Just that I told him to focus more on school. Because school benefits. If I didn't go through school, I would not be able to help Golden Kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this thing of making concerts as hip hop artists, Big Ben tried, but these things of concerts.
When did he?
He did some concert in Club of Tangier, I remember.
Okay.
But hip hop in Bali here.
One, let me tell you, guys should stop thinking in terms of the definition of what the thing is. Hip hop, no, or rap music or something. No. Let them do collabos. Let Big Ben go feature Citrus Kondo. Let Big Ben have a song with Sansi. Let Big Ben rap on a song.
Can that style work?
It can happen. Let them fuse. Let them fuse.
The other style.
Let them fuse. Now, when they fuse, Sansi's crowd will start liking Big Ben. Citrus's crowd will start looking for Big Ben. So when Big Ben has a concert, he's not going to perform alone. He's going to bring these guys he did songs with. But now, I'm TF King, okay? I'm doing a concert. I have no collabo with any local person here.
Yeah, for those
or maybe the collabos I have are with fellow hip hop artists. You'll not make money. If you want to make money, go back to there.
In hip hop, I hear this thing of saying that you're divided. There's underground hip hop artists, then there's the
new school.
And
nowadays, actually, we have like the trap music guys.
Who are these underground?
TF King is underground. When you talk about TF King, you're talking about people who are like doing the Hemuma and Hehosita Ben. The title is Zumano Hamembalo Rapid is Balalabai Manya Bari TF King, Dimsati Savandi, yeah, Arab. You know, so the boom bap kind of boom.
That's the underground stuff.
They are not into the femme shit. They are not into the money stuff. They just love the hip hop music. Now the new school cats, it's like they are going with the trend. Oh, whoever has a song,
the agent style.
No, not rapping fast. It's just about following what, like they go with what is going. There's Quavo, there is who doing this, there is who doing this. Oh, FIFA Maker has a new song, it goes like this, then even you
Big Trill and stuff.
Big Trill. So you go with what is going. But underground guys still do the same style like 1990, 1992, old school stuff. Like the old school beats, the boom bap beats. But the new school guys are going with what is currently trending. So Big Ben is on what is currently trending. Babaluku, old school. Navio, what is trending currently. Big Trill, trending currently. That's why Babaluku is still
in Uganda. What I've seen in Uganda, where most hip hop artists come from, they come from northern Uganda. Is it true? If you want to see hip hop,
that you're talking of now, you're bringing
West Nile and hip hop.
Now you're saying
West Nile and
now you're saying if you want to see underground hip hop artists, you go to northern. They are still on the boom bap. They are still on the old school stuff. Trying to rap, like trying to throw bars and stuff. They are still hot on bars. But if you come to Kampala, let me say Central, Eastern regions, Eastern region. No, we are represented very, very well. Big Ben won twice, thrice. I even don't know. We've brought the award home. Leomas won. That's enough. You know, you see now, if you don't follow, you can't know. That's why they say in court, ignorance. They don't really take them. But I didn't know. No, you guy.
Okay.
So guys who follow Ben and Leomas and so on,
Ben.
They know we are representing very well. But he's one guy. Just say we need more guys.
Other guys who can
But how?
push.
More guys who can push with management. Like that boy you sent me, he's good. He needs a push. If TF King is to come back tomorrow, I need a real serious push because I do a different style, which is cool. You know, which is cool. And I don't want to jump on the bandwagon because this guy is rapping like this. I should. Did you know that you can go to studio and because Ben has done a song like Muchelema, Muchelema, is that like that? Muchelema, you like the song, you want to sing the same way, but for you now in studio, your voice is this Muchelema. Yeah, Muchelema, way. So it means find ways of doing music that matches, like the music that match your kind of sound. So that's why you'll find TF doing. Munde he nywe. Munde he nywe. TF don't dada. Me I don't bada. Politics
That's
tell it to
slow
your
one.
kids and father. You get? Ni halamuma lule ibusamaga apa. Hey.
Ibusamaga apa.
Yeah. So because I would have loved to say like Mchelema, Mchelema. TF dada. But it doesn't flow and the voice doesn't match. So it's what really makes that okay, guys go to studio and feel like man, biganye. No, actually follow what you have because there are people who would love to hear that you don't sound like Blasio, right? But I enjoy watching your interviews because you sound like you, and it feels nice. Like if I keep listening to Bob X interviewing people in that kind of voice, but if you're to force a different guy, I would be forced to keep comparing. This time he didn't do it well. But when you're original, when you post, I want to see. So hip hop, people like fear it because they want to sound like someone else. Then when they fail,
like Lil Wine,
I gotta make a money. Those things.
But in hip hop, why do most hip hop artists praise themselves? Okay, why do you guys praise yourselves? Like I've never seen any hip hop artist like sing about other things. Like they always like to praise themselves. That I'm bigger than this earth. I'm what? I'm bad. I'm different. You call yourself those names, eh?
Hip hop is aggressive. You know, hip hop is like direct attack to. Let me say, I'm talking to you, and I'm trying to tell you who I am, what I can do, and what I cannot do. So if I'm to tell you, I have to either. It's like advertising. I'm better than that other brand.
Advertising yourself.
R&B or this other music is music for the soul. You want me to calm down.
To praise the other one.
Yeah, baby, you're sexy. Sexual healing, you know? But not me, they're giving boom, boom.
Then for you, praise yourself.
Boom. No, I'm trying to tell you, man, if I catch you, I'll shoot you. I'm
bigger than it is.
So it's just, it's not that you want to, but it's aggressive. To brings out that the other TF who's not.
Because I used to wonder why these guys.
The beats are just aggressive.
Even me, I try hip hop. You find myself praising myself. You find my there in the head. I start praising myself. I'm bad.
Like this guy, Panda. Panda. The song is so aggressive. Panda. He can't praise a lady. He can't praise a lady.
You don't have that romantic.
Yeah, there's no romance in it. So that's why you find guys ending up in that kind of. I'm better than you. I have this. I have 5 ATMs. Your bitch loves
money,
me.
You
know, I have money. You don't have money.
Jeff, you have a video.
Yeah, I have two music videos.
But they are nowhere to be seen.
2012, 2011, long time when I was still in love with the music thing. Actually, my song Nandutu was the first hip hop song in Mbale to be played on Step TV. By then, when we had Step TV.
Step TV.
Yes.
By then.
Step TV. Yeah. So we had Step TV, and they when they played my song, it was called Nandutu. Sansi came, and who did for you? Who? Everyone came, and boom, Sansi had a video on Step. Boom, everyone is doing with Beat Smith in Nemba. That is for Beat Smith. Everyone was doing with him videos. But I was the first guy to have music video playing on Step TV. Hippop.
Hippop, I was not said.
You're going to say those of Idi Masawa.
Those of Idi Masawa, they were there.
But those of Idi were there, but they were not giving to TV stations.
No.
Yes.
Those guys.
They were not giving to TV stations. People had their music. You get it? People had their music. These TV stations were playing those Baganda
guys.
They were playing Baganda. Actually, Step had a show where they would play BT music, like non-stop. They would have those songs playing on and on. That's how I even started loving the English version of rapping and so on, because I would watch BET on Step TV.
So let's talk about these associations we are seeing here. Do they help us as musicians?
Uma,
the federation.
We have a new association called Mount Elgon Musicians Association. Do you know it?
For Mark 10.
It's not for Mark 10, it's for the artists in the group.
And the one I know, the group leader is Mark 10.
He's not a group leader, he's a member in the group.
He's a member, okay. The one I first...
It's a registered group, really registered.
But why I said, why is it limited?
It's a company, limited.
Why do you make it as a company? Who are you in that association? Position?
I'm just a guy who loves.
Before I question you,
I'm just a guy who supports what they are doing.
You're a member.
Not officially, but I'm helping them really move it because they have a better vision. You know, we went for a meeting and they told us for you guys as artists to benefit, you need to have an organized, registered association. So what Mark came with looked and sounded better to me. So there is Mark 10, there is Isaiah, and these guys all have great ideas. But now, how will the artists make money? You know, the major thing is you guys driving. You're a blogger, you need to have something good. Driving, have a house, eat good. Like the Eshiba was saying, she stays in Munyonyo. Then the other one said, will you bring your Munyonyo to... Will you bring your house on stage to perform? No. The point is she has benefited from music because there are those connections that bring her the money. As a musician.
As a musician, yeah.
So you're in Mbale saying, I'm blessing Sivanga. Man, but you're suffering.
A lot.
A lot. A lot with good talent. Blessing is like my favorite artist in Mbale. Very good talent, and I would love to see that guy driving a good car, you know, sleeping in a good place, doing real live music with serious guys. But how will that happen? Only if the registered association is in place, because the association does not pay them but helps them get the rightful stages to perform on with the rightful payment. It's not going to pay you, but will say, you want Bob X to interview you? Bob X will charge you 500 per hour. How many hours do you want? You decide and say, okay, 2 hours only. That's 1 million. So you go doing an interview knowing I'm living here with 1 million for just 2 hours. But how? Because the association has put a given rule in place. I'm a lecturer. We have what we call protocol when it comes to networking. Protocol, it means an agreement between two different devices when they want to communicate. You can't get a USB charger when like if it is not meant for data transfer,
Yeah.
it will only charge. But if it is meant for data transfer, it will transfer. So what does it mean? It means the one for data transfer has an agreement with this other device that my job is to transfer data from here to here. The one that charges, the agreement is when they connect me to you, I only charge the phone. So there's that protocol. Us as an association, a registered one, is to make sure if you have a show, you're paid the right amount and in time.
Does it started working or it is still?
It is in the process, but the process is, for example, being a registered association just to employ a few people to run it and not musicians.
Will they manage it?
Trust me, they will manage. Martin is a grown guy, Isaiah is a grown guy. They've seen these things, they will manage. And me in the system.
So this Elgoni association, is it also under UMA or under Federation?
The Elgon thing, actually, Federation guys called Mark 10. They had an agreement and they're on the list of the Federation. The Federation is for the Edkenzos, right? Yeah, it's the list is it's under.
How about UMAs?
I don't know.
UMAs also claims to gather all associations.
I don't know about UMA. Trust me, I don't know. I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
I really have no idea about UMA. UMA, I don't know what they are doing. But for the Elgon Association, it's because they came and I saw the documentation and everything.
Okay. And it is moving. But I hear some rumors. Those upcoming artists, you leave them out. I don't know why.
That's what we are trying to. That's what Elgon Nini is trying to do. The Elgon Association. Artists are meant to be helped find good managers, places to perform, payment, and so on. When you're making an association and you're having a fellow artist run the association, trust me, it will not work out. An association, a registered one, you have to hire people with the ability to run certain things. For example, in finance, you need a real accountant. A lawyer, you need a real lawyer. Don't say TF, you did law. Okay, be the lawyer. To run as a manager, you need someone who knows management. So that they run to solicit funds to, now, TF, if I go to Elgon Water and say, hey, okay, let's say Leicester, and say, I'm TF King from Elgon, what, I'm a musician, want to have a connection. These guys won't listen to me very well. But let's hire someone to do that job. That person will have papers or books and books of that knowledge.
Represent you.
He has the research, he knows what to tell Leicester, and Leicester will listen to him. He'll just come back and say, hey, we've got the deal. You get?
Okay. Let us pray for you guys.
It's not we guys, us.
Let us pray for ourselves.
Thank you. Because I told you I'm not really a member. I'm a guy who's
helping.
I really support what they're doing.
Okay. So there's this argument also that moved around that can we, as artists, gather ourselves and make a show. Mbale says, can it really work?
No. That's a dumb thinking. Let me tell you, you can't say ballet artists, let's come together and organize a show. That's what I was trying to tell you. Artists be artists. You do the music. Spread the music. If an artist knows someone who knows about promotions and event things, talk to the guy. Tell the guy, hey, you want to do business? There are guys who are doing good music. Then that guy will organize. You can't take, do you know how many we are?
Okay, if they select like these ones.
That's another problem. You artists, you've organized the show and you're selecting yourselves. If I have to do a show, I'm going to select my
if
friends.
the promoter selects, okay.
The promoter has the right to select whoever he feels is doing.
Can they fill up these so-called named ones?
They can. They can even fill for 1 full week. I'm telling you the truth. They can fill for 1 full week. Guys in Mbale, let me say Masaba region, love their own music.
Sure.
Yes, they love their own music. What do? What you need to do is get a good promoter and a good sponsor. Let the guy do the advertising very well. Play Masava's music, Idi Masava. Play the other guy, Hauha. Play, keep advertising. Play Skintosh. Play those old guys, Play them. Then say, the first day of performance, we shall have chosen up any upcomings, put them on the lineup, get one big guy, put him there. The guy who sang
Champion what?
Let the guy perform on that day with these other upcoming. Day 2, say Idma Sava with another group. Another day, Yankee and another group.
Tried, liked Elgon Festival.
They tried, the weather disorganized them.
Every year.
Disorganized every year.
Every year,
But that's just Elgon.
Okay.
It wasn't like artists were called to agree.
So as hip-hop artists for you have grown seeing this, I know you don't wish bad for these other upcoming hip-hop artists. What challenges are those that these upcoming artists should also look and say, if this challenge comes, I can maneuver it in this way? If you, in case you tell them some of your challenges and your solutions.
If guys have chance to go to school, let them go to school.
That's one.
Wallahi. Let them go. If there is that opportunity, you go to school. 2, if you don't have the opportunity or the chance to go to school, but there's that opportunity to work, you work. You work. You can be a tailor, you can be a cobbler, you can be anything. You sing at night. You know, do the job so that you can earn something small. 3, stop clinging too much to your management. There's a guy here, even here they used to buy for him boxers, his hankies. He sleeps in the same room, same house with the manager. All those things. That's not good. That's bad, because you don't develop as you. You know, one, if there's payment made to you, the manager will say, "I'm housing you. You want to take beer? Yes." He buys a crate. How much is a crate of beer? You take a crate, get drunk, they've paid you $1 million and something. The crate has really stolen your brain out. The next day he buys you a Rolex, but he's eating lots of your money. You get? So let them stop clinging too much to managers and understand the business side of it. Be proud of yourself and know that, you see, me, I'm not the star right now because I'm an IT guy. I'm a lecturer. I got interest outside. Yeah. But if I was to have music as my thing, I would be
trying to scare.
No, not scaring. I would be so proud of who I am. I would be like, you want me to perform? How much? And I would look for someone like Bobex and say, hey, let's go. I'm going to perform. You tell them, they give me, tell them 300. Then I'll give you 100. That's the thing. I take my 200, you take your your 100 from the 300. You understand? So Bobex will like me because he knows when I hang with TF, at least I make some 100. That's what I'm doing right now in the IT world. I get internees, give them a job. I'm like, you can collect for me money from this place. How much? It's 400. You remove 50,000. The kid likes you. Every time he sees you, says, "Hey, boss, sir, we are not nowhere to collect money." So I'm like, if I had this same mentality in the music thing, I would have succeeded. So guys, the mistakes they make are when a guy says, "I'm going to manage you," and he's buying you supper, he pays for your breakfast, you're staying at his place,
Transport.
you do your good music because you fear leaving him to handle it on your own with serious management. that will listen to you. You keep doing good music.
You keep.
No, it goes
Ghana
out,
and
they are feeding you, you are sleeping in someone's place. You can't handle stuff on your own.
Okay.
That's the problem.
Now, I know you have done hip hop for some good time, and you know some achievements though. Is in music.
No achievements in music. I actually nowadays do music for my kids. Be like, daddy, any song, then you drop a beat. They're like, that is not nice. You drop another one. Then you see them, then you're like, okay, what can I rap on this song? But achievements, none.
None. Are you a comedian and artist? I see on TikTok.
On TikTok, let me tell you something. I really hate putting myself out there on TikTok. But the thing is, I don't have memories with my dad, and I have 3 kids. So I feel like when they come and they're like, daddy, most of the TikTok videos are me and the kids. I do it because you don't know what may happen tomorrow, that will be for them. Though I hate putting myself out, but that's for them. Because if I was to really want to put myself out, I would be having more videos, music videos. But I don't want to mix working thing and
that's why you play around.
I just
you rehearse those things or what?
On TikTok?
No.
I
see a kid can follow the mouth and see.
No, those kids, you like when they come and say, daddy, we like I keep playing different videos. They're like, that one. Then when it plays, they listen.
Then they start miming on it.
So you put and you see them. Like there's one who did you put me on dangerous.
I always follow you and I said to TF King, how do you manage?
Do you know, I really wondered, I'm like, look at this kid. They
and
just
you see the girl has crammed from nowhere. There's even this little girl and say, TF King.
I wish they could be the next TF Kings and doing music, or if they want to be like their father IT and
as we are rounding up now. As we are rounding up, because of time, we have played a lot because of the weather. Any piece of advice you give to these fellow artists generally, including this hip hop, what Afrobeat, what?
Yeah, generally. But let me first pick a few. Papa Lover, Blessing Sibanga, other guys who do that. Umar Easy, when you shine it,
do you have ladies in hip hop?
Yeah, there's a girl, she was called Susie. Susie, not Susie, yeah.
Now she's called Saka Shiva.
Yeah, she's the one, yeah. So
but she also changed.
To those people, this is it. When the limelight is on right now, trust me, if you don't take advantage of it, tomorrow you'll be admiring people who are having the limelight. Why? Because right now it's on Papa Lover, so much, and Umarizi and Shanjo. If they don't utilize it now, tomorrow they'll be looking at the new Papa Lovers and the Umarizis, and they're like, man, then Aliwakavi. And it's something I've not said ever since we started the interview. Because even me, when I look back, I'd be like, oh man, I was like that, but at least I'm happy because I'm doing another job. So the advice is, when you hit the studio, every song you're writing should be new, should be your new hit. Whatever you have is in the past. Be humble, find management, and stop street fights. They won't really benefit you. Actually, even verbal, like exchanging with people, they don't help. They don't help. Because I've never seen Naisim fighting anyone. He's the baddest producer. Andre, they're bad. Andre just that he likes women, but he's bad.
It's not a problem.
Which is not a problem, but he's a bad guy. He doesn't. Bomba, the music speaks for him. So these guys who are on, or who are trying to get on, just focus mainly on every hit song. Okay, every song that you're making, take it like it is a hit song. If it doesn't sound right in your ears, let the people listen, work on another one in the studio. Be humble, find management.
Okay. Bala ibafa baliko kubona ku facts in Mbale bwabo nendoza bakanikira mu biri mu hip hop genre as in Uganda, Mbale mu Masaba. Mwawulira aba following. Kuli ku facts in MbaleCity ku YouTube, share. Do you have YouTube account? And or for you just but how many YouTube accounts do you have?
I don't know, but I
Be stable.
TF King TikTok.
You only have TikTok, which is
Reverb Nation, SoundCloud, TF King.
TF King. So I'm following it. Namanye video imenye aba ha following him, ha following. TF King is there, as told you, those who have heard this. Mutire kuweneho bananga Bobex fans kuli kulesta muhebira every Friday of the month Obanirusania Republic Street opposite MTN Service Center over Total. Then Leicester is there, then Pride Microfinance mbanga mwati Leicester Restaurant mwanyala mabiko kubona niko kulondera. I sign out.